But, of course, it's time to kick things off at the beginning with the move. We've got Topotic versus Finbarr. This is our first semi-final.
And this is where things get exciting. You know, we've seen game after game.
Ignore that at the top, guys. This is a semi-final, not a quarter. Just want to make sure we point that out. But Trevor, when you are ready, let's do it. Let's kick it off.
Versus Finbarr. Game 1, best of 5. Moving. Where are we? You may ask. Looks like Slovakia or Czechia.
Oh, the classic.
Let's see if we see red car. Is a red car? There is. Red car meta is real meta for Slovakia. Cope.
Finn sees it straight away. The shadow, the ethereal red car underneath, and shoots off down the road.
This is going to be an insane couple games here. We have Paula, some of the best moving players, no move players. And honestly, what I'm looking forward is for Finn to get a Russia. We saw him get that random dirt road in Russia yesterday or 2 days ago. I forget when, but it was quite the guess. You know, memorizing most roads in Russia is not the feat, but not the hardest thing to do if you're Finbarr.
Topotic there was stopping on a poster. It looked like some sort of music concert.
Topotic finding info first.
Perhaps gave him an inclination of where he is at.
This would be, you know, his game 1, or his round 1, which is the first round without multis, and the only round without multis. And we'll see that Topotic has an advantage on info here, but not the case for Finbarr. We'll see who gets a better guess here. It will be Topotic.
Topotic, he gets closer. It's a very close round 1, however. To kick things off.
It won't be much, and round 2 will also not be much. Around 1.5x damage. You know, when you get places like this, it's not going to be as very many points because people region guess very well, especially in smaller countries. We have 50 seconds left on the clock. Both players are going to be looking for information here to see where they can, you know, get as much as they can. Because, you know, what we see in these, you know, 10 rounds, when you have a 10-round limit, every single round, every single point does add up.
Every point counts. If we swing of the pendulum, adds more weight to one end.
Finn zooming in first. Topotic obviously knows where we are, but it's more of, yeah, you could pick up maybe a couple hundred points here, but that's the max you can probably do. That's max. And we'll see both players getting close to each other here and to get minimal points and almost on the same road, just across from each other.
Clock winds down as Trevor guessed both players would end up very close to each other. Nonetheless, it is a winning round for Finbarr, just about.
You know,
we remain very close.
A wise man once said, those trees look Polish.
And Trevor, what do we have on screen right now?
Polish trees.
Polish trees.
I think. We'll see.
With double damage, can either player capitalize on what we think are some Polish trees? Topotic finding a sign there. Finbarr as well. A different one, however. That shoots Topotic off down the road. Finbarr as well. Going in different directions here.
We can see Finn using this fast move technique going east, where you can hold the spacebar guess down, and when we do see Polish there by Topotic, you know, region guessing Poland is not the easiest thing, but we do see Topotic go north here. You know, there's a couple clues you can use with the language and things like that, but this will be interesting. I think we have those striped poles there. That's actually interesting.
I think the sign that Topotic got turned on a light bulb in his head because he's had 2 deep zooms after that, looking for a third now.
Yeah, when you zoom in that quickly and that close to the map, you have to be confident in what you're seeing.
Absolutely, Trevor.
And, you know, these green signs that Finn's looking at here is not going to be very much info. This is going to be a small village that you're never going to be able to find on the map with 5 seconds left.
5 seconds left. How much distance do we have between our 2 players? Not too much, and the marker slightly closer to Topotic, but still in between. Nonetheless, a winning round now for Topotic. We're going to be moving into round number 4 now, ladies and gentlemen, everyone at home.
That is the No, I'm kidding. That's not. I always like to make a little flag joke, you know. It's
yeah, I mean, lots of flags, of course, similar. Flipped around, upside down.
Indonesia.
Indo.
Both players are going to be looking for information, seeing if they can read anything there that gives them. And
that's strong information on that poster.
You have to zoom. You have to, and he's locked in.
Topotic is
both
locked in.
Physically and mentally.
Apparently Finbarr didn't get as much information.
He did, but maybe, you know, sometimes you get the same information, but that information
But he wants
means
more.
something to someone, and they're both there.
Yeah, they're both there. Further south for Finbarr, and it's Topotic that's closer with a 2.5x. That will be the biggest hit yet.
Slow and steady. Round 10, or round 5.
Slow and steady, but that pace is building, Trevor. It's round 5 now.
Location. Actual crazy road here. Let's see. You know, Europe, obviously. Spain, Italy, probably Italy. Let's see. Pole looks more Italian. Yep, should be Italy here. 55 seconds left. Both players going the same direction, which is west. We have some rock walls here. Where do you go in Italy is a question. Yeah, Italy is, you can get big points in Italy. Big points means the world. You only have 6K to your name. And you see Finbarr approaching the sign first, but that's going to be awesome. You can see him mouthing. Does that mean, does he know where that is? And he's going into Sicily. And we see a Sardinia zoom in here by Topotic.
With a 3x, we might see a swing here, Trevor.
We have 15 seconds left, and both players are in separate regions of Italy.
Completely separate regions.
And they're staying. Both players are staying. Is he going to move to Bari? He moves to Bari. Is he moving to Sardinia? He's staying there. He's water hedging. He's going to Bari. Sardinia, Bari. Who is it? Sardinia.
Oh, Topotic, you've done it. Triple damage. That's going to be a big one.
4,300.
Not quite game, but Finbarr now on death's door.
Can he do it here? You know, Cambodia, small country, but nothing you can't pick up 600 points in, especially on 3.5x damage. This is a good sign for Topotic, where he just needs to hedge away slightly here, but Finn needs big countries to get big points here and make one good guess. Not the case here. You go non-pin, you go north, where do you go?
Right now, Topotic is zooming. Looking for more and more information.
It's pretty urban. You pick one of the two cities.
Here we go, some road signs. Can perhaps help direct Topotic.
Both players here obviously know it's Cambodia, but what you're doing here is you're going for as many points as you can.
And with 3.5x multi, even if Topotic is to win this round by a small margin, it could be game.
Could be. If you send different cities, and we see a non-pin, north and east of non-pin, we see Finn. I maybe like Finn's guess better here, but we'll see if it's Topotic or Finn. It's neither.
Could that be enough? That's gonna be it!
Wait.
Topotic's done it! Trevor, we mentioned it at that point where Finbarr is so far behind, even the smallest of margins with those multis, they add up, and Topotic is 1-0 up thanks to it.
What a game, and what, I mean Topotic. What a performance there. I mean, you have to give it to him. It's not making, I mean, he is playing great today.
Our first no move of our first best of 5. Trevor, whenever you're ready.
I'm always ready. I am always ready. Question is, are the players and what we have as the first beautiful location of the day?
Would you give either of our players the advantage here in no move, Trevor?
You know, South Korea, you maybe just click center, both players. No information, no signs here that are readable. Do your region guess. And Finn says, I'll try and region guess Southwest. You know, South Korea, notoriously, maybe not the easiest unless you spend a lot of time practicing, but usually when you have smaller countries, not the best use case for time if you're trying to play. And both players locking in, and Topotic slightly closer there. Minimal points on context though. For no move, this is a 360 panorama you get. And again, what a beautiful location. This is gonna be Iceland here. We have the yellow bollards here, long antenna, and beautiful mountains. You know, when you're in Iceland, it's pretty standard that you see both players going for a 5K when you have such coasts and bodies of water that in different landforms that you can line up. You can easily scan the map to find a road that makes sense for you, and that's what both players will spend all 60 seconds doing.
Both players picked up on the same sign at roughly the same time. Finbarr now looking down at the road, trying to line things up, zooming out of his initial choice, going more east.
Yep, and you can see both players again. This is just a game of scanning. Looking for as much information as you possibly can.
20 seconds left.
I'm not sure what player has the advantage here. Both are probably equally skilled at no move scanning.
Under 10 seconds left now in round number 2 of no move. Topotic to lock in first. They are on other sides of Iceland, but the marker itself is on the completely other side. And with a 1.5x multi, it's a solid hit from Finbarr to Topotic.
And we bring it back to another Italy here. Region guessing urban Italy can be fun. We also have trash cans here that could bring out some region guessing or even the city. Usually on trash cans. Yeah,
what's that expression? One man's trash is another man's treasure. Well, trash in Geoguessr is treasure for pretty much all players because these trash cans have a lot of information on them, Trevor. Isn't that right?
Shout out to the trash.
Shout out to trash. That's a rare shout out, but it's one that we absolutely stand by here
Fact.
in Geoguessr. Facts.
All trash is good trash.
Absolutely. Already now, approaching 30 seconds. Finbarr.
They're scanning.
Scanning over Italy.
You know, usually urban is kind of more difficult to region guess. You know, you could have some architectural clues, but also sometimes using landscape and things like that maybe is better for players. And we do see Finbarr, you know, scanning up here near Milan, seeing what he makes sense. We only have 10 seconds left, and Topotic has yet to open his map yet.
He once again looks at the trash, looks at the bins. 5 seconds. Don't think we will see either player lock it. No, Topotic does do it in the last couple of seconds.
But they're close. Both players, but Topotic.
Topotic again, closer. Both close, but Topotic again closer, Trevor.
That's the name of the game. How long can you stay closer? In the backseat of my Rover.
The backseat.
Chainsmokers.
It is a game where if you stay closer for longer, you end up winning.
This one is fun. Both players should get grease here.
Looking into the horizon, potentially other islands, coastline. Finbarr going straight in. Strong zoom there. Doesn't settle though. He's just placed his marker.
Scanning. I mean, he's just outside Athens. And we have
quite a difference here. Quite a difference here.
Will he commit to? Is he going Croatia here?
Oh wow. 30 seconds left, Trevor, and there's a big discrepancy between our two players' points.
Croatia is an interesting guess here, but you can't hate it because it is close to Greece. So even if he does stay there, it's not going to be very many points.
Will it not?
It's 2.5x.
2.5x, Trevor.
It could be if Finn is really close. You might be right.
10 seconds now.
He's going to stay though. He's staying in Croatia.
Locked in by Topotic.
Yeah, I mean, Finbarr really over here looking at Greek islands.
And it's right. Finn that's closer. Topotic hates that. Face in the palm, and it's 3.5k damage. It's a huge swing.
That's a massive swing, and you know, Finbarr's first guess was right outside of Athens. If he stays there, he takes the round 4 win. But he does not. We moved to round 5. And Topotic is visibly frustrated. Mongolia. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Paula, I think you get that black bar on that Mongolia car in Western Mongolia.
I will definitely not attempt to correct you if you are wrong. That's up to chat. That's up to our players to show us. Finn going straight in. Topotic opening his map a couple of times. On a road right now, perhaps has identified the road.
Both players are...
And Topotic locks in.
They're pretty far away.
3x damage, 10 seconds left.
They're pretty far away, and it's Topotic that's closer.
Topotic closer. Marcus sort of cuts them in half. Solid damage, though, thanks to the multi.
You know, we move in. Maybe I should. We keep it going. This is no move. Little information, but all information is good information. We have a white car here. Do you go Peru? Surely, right? Where else do you go? I'm not too sure. Usually when you have a white car like that for the, everyone out there that's trying to get in the game. In South America, the white car can only be Peru.
Topotic's looking at Peru, considering which region to go to. Finbarr yet to open.
And both players will probably get to Peru here. And we do see Finbarr going more south. And Peru is one of those countries that it's kind of you can easily make a wrong region guess in Peru. So we could see big points, and Topotic can easily lose here if Finbarr gets a good guess and Topotic does not.
And the multi's big now, Trevor. It's 3.5. We're in round 6, locked in by Finbarr. Oof, yeah. Finbarr does end up closer. And that's a big hit considering Topotic, his HP before that was probably just twice what it is now. Halved. Under 1,000 points on Topotic.
Round 7.
He's back against the wall.
Looks like we have a repeat of the game 1 moving. Let's see. Repeat as in country, not as in location. Both players. Topotic shaking his head. I'm not sure what that shake is for. It may be because he can't win here and he can lose. That's probably how you think about it. You know, it will be hard for Topotic to pick up 4,000 points in Slovakia, but it's very easy for him to lose 900.
I think that's a good point to raise, Trevor. A chance here that it could potentially be game, depending on the difference between our players' locations, difference between their markers, and then where the actual location is. They're quite close to each other. Oh, moving away further.
Topotic.
Oh, and Topotic stays alive. He's going to inflict some decent damage thanks to the multi. Around 800 points.
Hold your horses as we move in to the next round. And this one will be Peru, contrary to the couple rounds ago where both players went Bolivia. They'll both see the white car, and then they'll zoom in south and hopefully see that black and white sign there that would indicate that they will be in Peru. And then we have another chance to who can make the best guess here. And we do see Finbarr going max north, and we do see Topotic going max north, meaning we might see a round 9.
I think it's likely, Trevor, Topotic to lock in first. There is a reasonable amount of distance between them, considering we have a 4.5x multi.
Depends where they end here.
And
is that enough?
Finbarr
Enough.
Perhaps has done it.
No.
No! Halves Topotic's life once again, however, and we will at least see the penultimate round of this first no-move, round number 9.
Topotic needs Finbarr to blunder. Will that be the case here? Where are these trees? Are these Italian trees? Let's take a look. Looks like it could be. Could be like Spain or Portugal too. We'll leave it up to the players here to make that guess for us. One of those countries are not reading the sign there.
Spain or Portugal, Trevor, is what you're telling me.
No, I mean, it's probably Spain or Italy.
Spain or Italy. But look, given the fact that you are an extremely versed player as well, maybe one of these players, or both of our players, go in different directions. Maybe there's a chance here for Topotic, or maybe Finn closes game 2 out.
I can't tell the players don't know the country either. Spain border here.
Yep, Spain-Portugal border for Finbarr.
I think it will be Spain, so I think if Topotic does go Spain, he will lose.
15 seconds, Trevor.
Where will Topotic go? And he is Spanish. And he's going exact same region, and he needs to be closer here.
He needs to be closer, or it could be GG for him. Finbarr locks in first.
He's closer.
Oh, and Topotic is closer. We're going to the final round. And it's solid damage as well.
This is insane. Paul, you want to go ahead and set the stakes for us on this round 10 and what it means for this game?
Round 10's very special rounds in any competitive Geoguessr affair. Points are important here. A lead is important. The player in the lead wants to see a smaller country. The player with less points wants to see a bigger country. And Trevor, what do we see on the server?
I'll give it one quick span for everyone in chat to take a look and make their guess before I spoil. But it looks like France? Is it ever a Belgium? I go France. Whoever Topotic needs a blunder by Finbarr here.
5.5x multi though. He doesn't. I don't think Topotic needs a full blunder from Finbarr.
That's true. He's only 1,300 points down. Like he can be closer, and you can region guess France presumably wrong. And it's game. Both players will take all 60 seconds here to make sure they have the best guess possible. We see
Finbarr,
a Belgium guess here.
And
is he hedging Luxembourg border, or does he really think it's just right there?
30 on the clock.
He's going Belgium. We can see the ladder pole there in the distance. Actually, that would indicate either Belgium or France.
Topotic with 20 seconds left, yet to open his map, Trevor.
I wonder what he's thinking right now. He needs to get... We do see Belgium, and he's region guessing Belgium here for us.
10 seconds. Topotic still yet to open his map. He finally does it, and he goes France.
Is it France or is it Belgium? Someone wins. It's either person's game.
Topotic! Oh, is it enough? It is. It's got to be.
Surely.
Unbelievable! Yeah. And look at that, the fist in the air. Topotic, you go up 2-0.
Deep breaths.
That was some great calling by you, Trevor. You really helped to sort of mold there that there's a chance of confusion, of a wrong pick, and that's what we saw. It allowed Topotic to get his foot in the door and then slam it open or slam it closed. Doesn't matter. He slammed the door, Trevor.
He slammed the door. And is he slamming the door of opportunity for Finbarr to come back?
He's 2-0 up now. Topotic 1 win away from the grand finals.
We go back into moving. Yay! Just kidding. We do get a moving game here. And Topotic to take. He did take game 1 moving. Can he take game?
To everybody at home, just to set the visual, as we've often done over the cast. Sometimes me and Trevor are sitting on our chair. Sometimes we're standing. After that finish, Topotic bouncing back, clutching victory from the jaws of defeat. I'm standing on the floor.
He is on the floor. I can't confirm.
It was a knockout blow to Finbarr, and I think it's taken a few of my brain cells away as well. Trevor, whenever you're ready, game 3, back to move.
Run it back, Turbo. Let's keep it going. Keep the pace high.
I love it.
Yeah, this is gonna be. I mean, best of 5. When you get this, it's a privilege. It's a privilege to see the map's gameplay at this high level, and thank you to everyone spending their Sunday afternoon wherever you are in the world, tuning into some freaking maps. Ain't that right, Paula?
But this is why the audience and the furore around competitive Geoguessr has been building, because when people tune in, they realize, and it's very easy to get, and it's very also easy to see the skill ceiling that these people are operating at.
Yes. Yeah, and these players are all best players, at the highest level gameplay possible. So
right now we've got the 4 best of EMEA left standing.
You see some TIE.
After this, though, 1 will be going home. Topotic or Finbarr?
Topotic is closer to that win. Both players obviously in Finland here with so many clues.
Steady round 1, Finbarr closer.
Sometimes, like I keep saying, urban is not the easiest. We move in to round 2. That could have been something, but it wasn't.
Round 2, this is a beautiful location.
Would you go? This looks like a great place to go swimming, not gonna lie.
Looks fun.
So this one will be Peru. We do see, as we see on Finbarr's screen there, you see those white cinder blocks on the bottom of both players' signs. Those white cinder blocks are found in Peruvian signs. We also switch to Gen 4 coverage here on Topotic's screen. Gen 4 coverage, which means the high camera coverage there is not found in Bolivia, if you want to know the difference between the two. Both players will need to make a good region guess, as Finbarr has found the road. Now you need to scan. He has more information, and Topotic will find the same road marker here, and it will be off to the races for both players. But Topotic is not able to get there because it keeps getting blurred on him. Oh my god, there he goes. They kept blurring the random bollard or the road marker for him.
Yep.
Both players
camera there
scanning.
Working against Topotic. 10 seconds left. Clock potentially going to wind down all the way here. Oh, and it's a great guess by Topotic. And that's a solid round 2 score. He brings the game and the momentum back in his favor.
5,000 points away from a 3-0 flawless.
What a way to book your ticket to the grand final.
Right, literally. And this is an interesting round with the Gen 3 coverage here. We have the snorkel. It's rare that you get Gen 3 Kenya, because it's Gen 4 now. And we do see the Gen 4 coverage there in Finbarr's where you get that new. And looking for, he's in the city, so he's looking for addresses on the signs now. Nothing there. We do see Topotic just outside Nairobi. Or just in Nairobi there, scanning.
Topotic thinks he knows exactly where they're at.
He's getting fist pump in.
He locked that in fast and hard.
And Finbarr yet to find information. He's going Western.
Oh, wow. 2x multi. It could be big damage.
Points if Topotic is right. And he is.
And he is. That's got to be a 5K. Give it to us. Oh,
no.
1 point off.
2,000. Wow. Wow. Losing 2,000 points on Kenya in round 3 is actually crazy.
2K points in round 3.
Geoguessr is a game of ebbs and flows. It's a game of consistency. Topotic coming off 2,000 points. And then they give him a Spain. They give the Spaniard a Spain. He said, show me the Carfax. Let's see what we're working with.
Where the scriptwriters at? Where are they at, Trevor? Is it you?
We're talking to him. W scriptwriter in chat.
W scriptwriter in chat.
And oh, that's boring.
Let's get it trending.
Boring.
Finbarr, Barcelona.
This trash can said Barcelona.
Yeah.
And yeah, Barcelona. Okay.
Question is, does Topotic want to... No, he just sort of chucks it in there. In the end, does end up closer.
10.
10 points, the Big 10.
Keep it up. USA.
As we jump in to this location, you'll see Ron's hardware in the distance.
Zoom in on the sign.
And right now,
the sign
Topotic's Robotics have the hardware.
Finbarr. This I just saw a sign that said Kentucky on it. And yeah, Topotic sees the sign that says Kentucky. Finbarr did not see the sign that said Kentucky. Topotic, if I'm you, instant send Kentucky. Instant send it. Finbarr has not seen the same sign.
He locks it in. It's like he can hear you, Trevor. Finbarr.
10 seconds. Maybe Finbarr did see it. Greensboro. He's going to the wrong...
Oh, wow. 3x damage. Surely Topotic closer again here.
Yes.
And he is. How much damage is it going to be?
Quick math.
It's enough. That's it.
Quick math.
Everybody, we have our first grand finalist. It is Topotic.
From Spain. The S is not silent.
Well, the S not silent today, but definitely going to be pain for the Irishman.
He's feeling himself. Let's go.
Finbarr out of the year at Middle East and Africa regional finals. He will be going to the World Cup.
And what a better way to top it off than a handshake.
A solid handshake.
A solid handshake.